Alright everybody, this is going to be phone quality, but since I figured I walked you guys through my new house, that I might as well do the opposite. I'll walk you through the house that I live in now, right before we move in, because we actually are getting ready to move in soon. So this way I could do a little bit of location scouting of some of the previous videos you've watched, and I can kind of show you where I filmed them and how they were taking place. So let's get ready to go. So I've already kind of showed you guys what the outside looks like. Now it's more fall than the last video I took. In the shining light of the Taifu, rather the tiger, over there is where I filmed me in the trees and kind of hiding in, and then walking in the grass over there, and then when I kind of showed you my feet with my little bit of flip-flops over here. Now walking through the house, you're going to hit the laundry room. Oh, little Edward to greet me. He's very terrified. And right there is from when I had the beginning, also Taifu, Wrath of the Tiger kind of video. Right there through the entrance, and Edward's like, what is... He's also the tiger. The Taifu tiger. And then we go into the kitchen, which I like to film a lot of videos in the beginning with the kitchen. And you might notice this is from Nebraska, where I decided to get good lighting over here. Right there. I got a lot of good natural lighting right there. And then I figured this is my green screen. When I first started making thumbnails, this was my green screen. I was using this. But of course I had to get the lighting just right to where it matched, to where I wasn't faded out. And then here's the back room where I have... This is the junk room. Not gonna lie, this is the junk room. We have this cool little thing that used to be a Coke display, and now I put on my... Edward's also touring with us, where I have all my games, all my controllers, starting from PlayStation 1, regular Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, GameCube, N64, and so on, with a little Wii controller. Then I have it separate, separate between GameCube games, Super Nintendo N64, regular Nintendo, and then the whole bottom is basically PlayStation 1, because I have a lot of PlayStation 1 games down there. PS3, PC, PS2, PSP, PS4. And just, just random stuff. You can tell we're getting ready to move. And then my famous DVD wall that I just acquired a couple of months ago, where I kind of have it set, The Office and then The Simpsons. Big fans of those. Then I kind of got it set to TV series. I have Saturday Night Live, the best of, like Christopher Walken, Adam Sandler, and such. Then I have In Living Color, my Tales from the Dark Side, my Twilight Zones, which you see. And then I have music like Oasis, which I love, and Frank Zappa, which I've talked about before. Box sets such as Terminator, Planet of the Apes, my autograph of Halloween, not to mention the Halloween box set, and the original DVD, and Star Wars 1 through 3, 4 through 6, Force Awakens, and chronological order. I have miscellaneous DVDs, miscellaneous Blu-rays that aren't really organized. Right here I kind of got organized with monster movie combo packs. Old VHS tapes I still have. Alice, Sweet Alice, Sinbad, Crossroads, miscellaneous Halloween, but mostly horror. I've always kept the horror ones. And then just my plain horror DVDs are back on the bottom. So it's kind of organized, it's kind of not. It's kind of all jumbled. I could condense the Simpsons one, but hey, I just like this little Simpsons collection I got going on. And then right down here, I got my guitars, my SG, my acoustic, keyboard. And then right down here are my consoles. The famous freezer chest that I've somewhat accumulated. I jokingly used it first on the Shrek Super Slam, but then eventually I was like, I kind of like where it's going. I've only used it a few times, but if you guys like it, I'll use it more often. I just thought it was kind of funny. And how I keep pulling stuff out of here, but what's really in here are my consoles. So I have my N64, my Retron 2, which is really just a Super Nintendo, since the Nintendo part, the NES part, sucks. Mind you, I still have the cords. Let me put that up here. The Retron 1, which my brother gave me just to play the regular Nintendo. The actual Sega Genesis. A PlayStation 2, and a Wii, which I actually use more of the GameCube. It literally looks like I just threw these in here, but I generally put them in there, trust me. They don't look 100% safe, but they are. And then just random junk that you expect a kid my age to have. Like a Kiss set. Yeah, a Kiss set. And who could forget my Dead Alive Switchblade cover? You gotta love it. Mind you, I'm taking it with me with the move. The Fabulous Kitchen. The where I shot the infomercial, and I noticed twice over the videos that I've used this cupboard to be very angry over finding what's in my fridge. I'm sorry, over finding what's in my cupboard. The living room. And here's my bedroom. Made sure to make my bed ahead of time. And you've all seen me film in my bedroom. It's become a commonplace. The spare bedroom is where I had originally had my computer and everything at. And that's where I was setting up all the gaming stuff. I hung out there. But now I've set it out over here, because this dresser is big enough for 2 TVs. Right now, I have my computer in here. It's been in and out of different places. I've had it in the back room with my junk. And then more stuff went over there, so I moved it over here. Then it went into the master bedroom, which I'll get to. And then for a moment, it was out in the living room. And then now it ended up back in here. So, yep, I have my keyboard. Sometimes it's hooked in there, sometimes it's hooked into my PS4. My little table that I have. Right now my little NES Classic is plugged into the other TV. Which makes it easier for streaming, because my computer can get plugged into this one. And then whatever console I'm using is in this one. So that way I can easily just play here, watch everything from there, from video capturing. And not to mention video edit and watch something on the side on this one. And when my girlfriend's over, it makes it easy for her to watch something here or watch something there, and then I play something off the other TV. So then you've seen me film from here, or probably mostly from this perspective over here. I've had my beanbag chair, sometimes my computer chair, or sometimes a different chair, but right now I'm using the nice little cozy chair. And then right here you can see my famous posters I've decided to put up. My autograph of Tom Savini and George Romero. This is Dirty Harry with Clint Eastwood's signature right there. And then the movie Ray with Jamie Foxx's signature right there, among others of the cast and crew. In the Frank Zappa video, I'm sure you could see the Frank Zappa poster right there, along with these original presses of Led Zeppelin of the entire discography of when they were together. Well, except for Coda, that came out after the fact. And then, I don't know if you were able to catch some of these. Right there is my Twitch picture as my background. I've made these beat sprites, and I thought they were amazing. I went over to Ammo Clip, or Mike's house, and he had a Chrono Trigger and Marley sprites, and I thought that was very fascinating, so I instantly went home and learned how to make these. And sure enough, I made this Sistine Chapel of some of these. And it's just my favorite one of the Charizard lighting up Chronos Sword, along with, if you don't know those guys, those are Toy Pop. I'll probably play that game sometime later. It's one of my favorite arcade games. And it's Donkey Kong. There was more more Tetris pieces on the bottom. I made a Boba Fett one, and what it was Boba Fett was on the left, Boba Fett was in the air with his jetpack, and Samus was standing on the little Mario lever. And if you look at my junk drawer, there is Excitebike and Samus. And the Excitebike was actually hopping over from this part of the door casing to that part of the door casing, if you wanted to know that. And onto the master. This was originally my brother's room until he moved out. I repainted the walls, and then once I did that, some point when it came to my birthday in early August, I decided to hook up the computer in here for a gaming room, because this was originally empty. Now what happened was I set the computer up there along with the game system. We didn't do this at all on my birthday, and then the next day I realized I really like this as a computer setup. So this is where the computer was originally before I put that back in my bedroom. So I'm going to have the computer there, and then I would also realize, I would also sleep there and, have like an editing binge, basically. This is when I was filming all the special effects videos and the Twilight Zone one especially. But I was kind of locked in here. So this is you could see why I'm going to miss this little studio room that I had set up. Because also on my birthday, my girlfriend got me these Soft Life boxes, which I dismantled for safety reasons. Because I haven't been using them for so long. That I was using these along with my beautiful makeshift green screen that I made with green tape in case I was going over the edges. And I got this at I think Hobby Lobby. They had this is really teachers paper for stuff that they would use to decorate the classroom, or something as a background for poster board instead of cork board or something. So I found this was a big roll, and I got it for $10. So I couldn't beat that compared to actual green screens. So I'm gonna have to set a new one up. I'm thinking down in the basement at the new house. So that is set up. And so, that's where I filmed a lot of my videos. And it was really easy because when you're filming by yourself, you have to worry about focusing right and making sure you're in the frame right. But what I found was really easy, and I felt really stupid. I had this HDMI cord for the longest time where I could hook my camera into a TV. And I forgot which I always thought for looking at videos and pictures bigger on a big screen. But what I forgot to do was the fact that you can look at it live when you hit record. So I had my TV here, tilted facing me, and then I would just plug the HDMI right into that so I could see what the camera would look like on the TV. And it just made it in here so much easier to film for videos. And then not to mention have something set up for a script over here. Right here is my bundle of cords that I have. They're all organized by HDMI, AC adapters, micro USBs, so on and so forth, in little baggies. And here is some construction stuff. A lot of extra green. I actually had poster board. I had 6 poster boards taped together, which I found out that was a lot easier. We're just going to dig in through here real quick. I have a lot of styrofoam. In the move, I'm probably going to throw this out because I have no idea for use of these. I just got it just to get it. So, here we're also going to dig through. I got a runny nose, it's fall time. We're going to dig through here, got some lights. That's an empty box. But here you can see what kind of was the set to the Ducky video. And I had some stuff mosing around. I had this little thing. The styrofoam board, webcam. Just a Halloween bash, just a lot of junk I wanted to use for movie making. No more styrofoam, green duct tape. This is the little Dr. Ducky that was the scientist Ducky that was in the Twilight Zone episode. The silly putty that I used for the the Putty Duck video, stop animation. Just some paint. And then if you notice, about right here is where that video was filmed with that Twilight Zone one. So it doesn't really look that much different. And you can also see the little airplane that I had. Woo! The monitor for the Twilight Zone episode. And this, you guys are going to get a kick out of this. The gun for the Panda video. But the best part is this whole just milk crate full of rubber ducks. You guys will never see any normal person with a entire box. Look at this. There's I think there's 30 rubber duckies. And out of the 30, maybe 3 of them I bought. Yeah. So, people just found this fascination of getting rubber ducks for me. So I'm like, okay. And that's kind of where me making the special effects videos, I found it easy just to film what I had, and rubber ducks was one of it, so it kind of added this nice little characteristic to the videos I was making. So other than that, that's pretty much what I got. I'm probably going to miss this room, but this is going to end up being probably the basement. And I'll make my own little man cave down there. And so I hope you guys I hope you guys that stuck with me with making all these videos enjoyed it. And hope you guys kind of have some memories of seeing some of the stuff that I made. But we're on to newer and better things. So it's almost time to say goodbye to all these memories and say hello to what's yet to come. So thank you guys for watching.